Hi, and welcome to this presentation on something called Visual Management and 5S. The 5S is a process consisting of a series of steps to further eradicate waste within your operations. Now, waste here means work that adds no value to the product or service you provide to your customer. We are going to review the 5S's in the context of visual management, which is sometimes referred to as the visual factory, but these methods are just as applicable to an office environment or any other type of facility. This is a tool to allow quick communication of information about a process or facility through the use of visual aids. There are various types of waste to be considered within a facility, of which 7 were initially identified, and then a further 1 was very importantly added. However, waste without visual management is not always easy to see, and what we're trying to do here is maximise the value-added content within the business. So it's important that we see these wastes, or they're certainly made very visible to us. The 7 wastes are waiting, overproduction, rework, motion, overprocessing, inventory and conveyance. And the additional waste that was added was talent or resource. For more detail on each of these, please refer to the 7+1 waste presentation. So here we have the 5S's: sort, stabilise, shine, standardise and sustain. And we will now review each of these briefly in turn. Sort or organise. This is the first step in 5S and is the process of determining what is and is not needed. This can be done by auditing a process through the use of red tags. If you haven't come across red tagging yet, this simply means labelling any item that you're unsure of regarding its use with a red tag. The purpose of this stage is to identify what is needed in a location and sending to quarantine items you think shouldn't be there. You need to ask questions such as, why do we need this amount? Where is this used, etc. Determine which area you intend to audit. Take pictures of how it looks before you take any action, and then start to ask those questions previously mentioned. It's always a good idea to take pictures because then you have a fresh record of what it was like before and after you took all these actions. So having conducted the audit or during the audit, if it's at all unclear why something is there, you tag it. Take the tagged items to a quarantine area. Don't simply get rid of these. The reason for this is to give the appropriate work group a chance to investigate why the item is there. It could be a vital tool and something that you're unaware of. Once this has taken place, simply record all items to be disposed of and then remove them in the appropriate manner. The benefit of all this is a clearing of the decks. You are setting a standard of housekeeping within that area. Set or orderliness. Here we identify a place for things to go and put everything in its place. It's important to document the visual standards, and this can be done by name tags, tool holders or marked floorways. Identify maximum and minimum levels of inventory, as this will prevent ordering stock too soon or, very importantly, too late. The levels would need to be set at a point that allows for parts to be ordered, delivered and put in place before you run out. It's no good setting a low level for, say, widgets at 100 if you use 50 a day and it takes 3 days to get parts ordered, because you will obviously run out. If items are below minimum levels, make yourself sure that the parts have been ordered. Go look and see it's done. The benefit is again setting a standard that communicates with the team instantly. Anything unusual is immediately seen. Shine or cleanliness. Keeping things clean and tidy automatically build a safe and quality working environment. Again, set and document the expected standard and assign responsibilities within the team. Prioritise safety, quality and reliability, and determine the frequency and method of shine that maintains the required standard. This benefits in a safe working environment with appropriate accountability. Standardise or create the rules. The standard must be made very clear to everyone. It should be identified and made as easy as possible to maintain with really the minimum effort. Defining a clear standard to measure against requires real effort and patience. Standards show what is not in standard. The benefit is a stable platform for performance and improvements. Sustain or maintaining the self-discipline to keep to the standard. By establishing a culture where maintaining the standard is a normal part of the work environment is the absolute ideal. Continuous improvement through the reviews, such as waste walks, will help maintain the level of performance required. Here the benefit will be one of continuous improvement and will motivate the team to reduce all waste where possible. The management team must set the standards expected. Through management implementation of the 5 S's, you will see standards improve undoubtedly. It will immediately communicate to everyone what is the expected level of standard. Once it's started in one area, roll out the process to another, and then another, and very quickly you will see a rise in the standard that everyone is operating to. So, in summary, as a lean leader, you will, or you should certainly want to, visualize what you need to know. Set the standards that your team will operate to. Hold regular confirmation audits. Visit the shop floor regularly. Find out what's actually going on. Put a problem escalation process in place. Create time for your team to communicate. Attend work group meetings. Find out again what's actually going on. Welcome problems as opportunities to improve. If your team are fearful to highlight what problems there are, you won't find out about them until it's too late. Be open with your communication. Following on from the previous point, attack the process when a problem is identified, not the people. Review progress regularly. Agree key action plans with the team. Do not accept any deviation from the standard. Recognise your team's efforts. Finally, and most importantly, lead by example as a lean leader. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation of 5S within the context of visual management.